What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with another video and a quick reaction. You know, we do the reaction after the fight, and Sunday, Monday morning, we do the review. So look out for that as well. But Shawn Porter, Andre Berto, I told you guys I wasn't a fan of this fight at all. I didn't understand how it was for the number one contender status for Keith's WBC title. Just due to Andre Berto's shortcomings recently and prior, and in his past history. But tonight, like I told you guys, I'm coming to this fight where I wasn't a fan of this fight. It was very ugly and rugged, and Shawn Porter brings a very ugly, tough, rugged brawler style. And when you fight inside, it's never pretty, even though it's really never pretty. You have some exceptions, which is always exception to some rules. But that's what he does. He's not the prototypical American fighter at all. Where it's box, slick move. Shawn Porter represents for those Americans and those other people who like those brawler and that Mexican type style, coming forward and brawling, and that's what makes him different and unique from any other American out there. Probably to some other few guys that fights that way. Not high profile him, but he's probably the number one American brawler fighter out there. And like I said, Andre Berto is known for getting that ass whooped of lately, man. He's just very physically gifted. But as far as the skill, he has no skill at all. I don't know if he's I don't know what he is, Andre Berto. He really has no identity. He tries to counter with the uppercut. He tries to get off. He tries to be a counterpuncher. I guess that's what Berto is a counterpuncher. He doesn't have feet. And tonight, he was trying to counter Shawn Porter, and he caught him a few times, but it just wasn't working for him. So he couldn't adjust and get off and be first. And he would wait for Shawn Porter to be first and wonder why he was getting all trampled and headbutted and caught catching elbows and blows to the head because he never was first. He can't do what Keith and Kell Brook did because he doesn't have that skill set where he can box, use his space, time him with the right hand, hold him, or be able to do what Keith did is stay on the outside and catch him with hooks. That's not Andre Berto's game. He doesn't have that skill set to use the jab and move, stick and move. He's more of a plotter and a counterpuncher. I guess that's what you can call him. And Shawn took advantage of it. He seen Berto didn't like the body work, and when he seems like he didn't have enough power to knock him out with some of those hooks, he started beating the body up mid to late rounds and killing the rib cage. And eventually, he kept cutting, chopping Berto down. He grounded him down into wood chips and, knocked Berto out. I wasn't surprised at all. I expected him to knock him out. Like I said, Shawn doesn't have a lot of knockout power, elite knockout power, but he has enough power to get your respect and mauling and grinding. And like I said, that's what he does. And I was very impressed with the improvement of Shawn Porter's jab tonight as well. He used the jab. He usually used it as a lazy jab. Tonight it was a little bit more stiffer. It can continue to use more work, but it was a lot stiffer. He threw it often. He even landed 10 jabs in a round. So I'm proud of Shawn for improving that jab, and he's going to need it if he's going to rematch Keith Thurman, which they had Keith Thurman come into the ring after the fight. He didn't commit to fighting Shawn Porter. He didn't commit to fighting Errol Spence. He backed Errol Spence, said that he bleeds red, white, and blue, and he wants Errol Spence to bring the title back, and he's down to fight anybody. Sounds like that might be next for Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter. He committed, but he didn't say yes, exactly after the fight. And Shawn really wants that fight. I expect his corner and him and Kenny and everybody on that Shawn Porter team to make the adjustment and possibly edge out Keith Thurman. What Keith Thurman could do better in this fight is follow the Kell Brook moniker. I remember the Kell Brook blueprint. Throw a straight punch. 1-2, hold or roll out or step to the side versus Shawn Porter. It's as simple as that. He chose to lose right hook and left hooks versus Shawn Porter and escaped with a controversial decision in some people's manner when he could have kept it simple and followed the Kell Brook blueprint. 1-2, mixing the hook there. Spin out, work hold, and keep distance. Not trying to be aggressive, just control distance and be aggressive at times. And it's as simple as that. If Errol Spence comes for Keith Thurman, it's a whole different type of game because Errol Spence is a different type of fighter than This Shawn Porter, he's kind of a brawler too, but he has some boxing attributes as well. So it's going to be a great welterweight division. We gone.